is Francesco Abruzzino with the Scoop News. Okay, I just wanted to let you guys know this is a follow-up, and if you're on Facebook or if you're listening on YouTube, I'll put the links on my website and I'll share a link with you to refresh your idea of where I stand. Now, the FOIA request, I've been saying, hey, look, I'm being ignored. I'm being blackballed in my mind from the school board because they never get back to me on my FOIA requests. And the last two, I hadn't heard back. Finally, when did I send this? I sent these requests back to Tracy Beaker on May 8th. It's now May 12th, so 4 days. Normally, when you send them in, within that day, they get back and say, we're going to research it. Now, I finally got something back from her. I don't know if it's because the school board said, hey, someone finally saw it and said, hey, why aren't you getting back to this guy? But it basically, she wrote me back and says that we've confirmed receipts of your public records request. Carolyn Lee is our new public records custodian. So apparently they were going through a transition there that I'm not aware of. Tracy's the director of communications and community relations. They said they'll create a report and get a job estimate of any charges that will be related to the request. And it's odd that they don't have this information readily available because the questions were sexual harassment allegations involving an English teacher that took issue with an individual in a locker room after talks and actions. Also, it was about allegations of an interview involving a coach where certain references were made to body parts by the same individual in the question number one, or the information number one that I wanted to research. And also about a hazing event involving a football player that was held down by a coach as his head was shaved in Sarasota, I believe it was Riverview, by the same person. It's well known and the information should be readily available. Not sure why there's such a delay. Then I sent another email actually prior to that, which was sent on the 7th, and it was asking about the school board and the reason for Peacock's firing. Did any of the school board members have any input into it? That it was a culmination of issues. What type of issues were part of this culmination? And some involvement separately, because I heard about a vice president principal's involvement in these decisions, and overall there's some other issues on an outlying story that are indirectly connected to the firing of Peacock. But I wanted to know how this vice principal, that there's a video out there, and basically it's being described in the 2017 graduation that a vice principal went up to, grabbed an individual, I believe it was a male, and said, something like, hey, you motherfucker, or something like that, and had him, I believe, around the neck. So we're trying to get our hands on that video. It was handed over to the school board, and there was no action being taken on there. They said basically that she will regroup with the team on Monday regarding this, and sorry, she's been inundated with requests. Now, I have to say that Tracy Beaker has responded to one other request, and she said she would get back to me in regards to the school board and a issue that I asked for information on, and she never got back to me. So she has finally responded back to these two FOIA requests within 4 to 5 days, saying she'll get back to me after they regroup. Not sure she will, or I'm not sure if she will get back to me, or if it'd be like the last time. So I'll put links to these articles I put out in relation to these two FOIA requests, and we'll see what happens. All right, everybody, this has been Francesco Abruzzino with The Scoop News.